Hello, welcome back and to Mesopotamia 2, Trade Empire's Boogaloo? Something like that. Let's roll with that. Yeah, when you joined us last, we're just set up. Gilgamesh was just, made a rather healthy profit selling copper arrows. Something I was rather in favour. Oh, there's something new. Masonry for 1,000 coins. Get to build palaces and ziggurats. Now I'm fairly flush with cash, 6,900. That's not really flush with cash considering how much money you can make in this game, but I could spend that 1,000. I'm actually going to build it, but you could definitely make use of the new demand buildings that crop up. All of the demand buildings. Oh, there's 2 ziggurats, to be fair. There's a ziggurat there that'll take Carnelian and Jewellry. There's a ziggurat there that will do the same. A ziggurat there that will also do that. We could set up a new Carnelian route. There's also, hopefully in Assyria, something similar. 2 temples, 2 ziggurats. That's going to fix the Carnelian problem where I think it was a little bit oversupplied. So I don't know if it's worth. It probably is worth it in the long term, building your own demand buildings, but you don't get anything for it, and they're quite expensive. 2,000 for a ziggurat. I could build another one next to it. I get it. You could probably game the system by building like 6 all next to each other and a market there, and then the price of it it'd be like a constant supply, like a money pit. You could just throw all the Carnelian you like into, and it will always go for the top price. That seems a little gamey to me. I don't much like it, which is probably why I don't get a very high score. So I've already got some Carnelian pits that they're working at full capacity. The only reason that there's no Carnelian there is because it's so cheap, so these people have just shut down. When the price gets to half the base price, the places producing it are just like, stuff this, I can't make any money. I mean, I'd say to them, look, I'll pay you 51 as long as you keep open, but I guess that defeats the point of the game. But all that talk I said about in the last video about the ivory, I've now got a reason. Oh, Eastern Gersu tools is once again quite profitable. I could do price gouging, but I've got a feeling I'd just be gouging myself. There's finally the price of tools is coming down, so the people at Eastern Gersu are reasonably content. They want some copper arrows. They also want some copper arrows. I'm thinking about setting up an arrows 2 route that's essentially sidesteps Western Gersu, because I believe that they're just letting the side down. They're just not growing fast enough. Pick up 4, drop 2 in Eastern Gersu, 1 in Nippur, 1 in Shurapak. I'm going to stop talking about it and actually do it. So, arrows 2. We'll go to Eastern Ashak. On the trade, come back with 4 copper ingots. Go back to Mesopotamia. Go to Northern Umma. Here's the 4 copper arrows. Take 2 to Eastern Gersu. 1 to Nippur. 1 to Shurapak. And I believe, yes, Naramsin is there, who also gets military kickbacks. So it's well worth keeping him behind. I think you get another person that specialises in military kickbacks, but it's something you can pick up. It's the art of the deal. Carnelian is once again a profitable route, but we already knew this. And it's time to expand on the ivory trade, because, you know, it's not immoral when it's a video game. Don't worry about it. I can sleep soundly at night. I don't know about you. You're watching it. If anything, you're worse than me. I'm just playing the game. It's just like the idea that apparently it's worse to watch this than to partake. I mean, the palaces will take ivory. Not a great deal though, so I'm not interested. Oh, here we go. Silver mining's coming in. But I'm not ready for that game. Hold your horses. I want to find out where these ziggurats are. There's 3 of them. One at Walker. One at... Northwestern Susa. If only I'd known I'd have built a market there, and that would have been very profitable. Ho hum. And then there's a 3rd one here. Eridu. That's not a bad circular route, but I also want to go into Assyria. There's 2 ziggurats there that I like the look of. Having said that, it might be worth getting an Ivory 3 route there. Just drop 2 off there, drop 2 off there. Oh, I don't know. Yes, I will purchase silversmithing. Fairly flush with cash. It's exactly the same amount as I had before. But I'm rather glad I stopped the video where I did last time because it's all hotting up. So we want Ivory 2. I think. Yes. We start at Talubaid. Regular Talubaid. On the horse, pick up 3 ivory. We'll drop 1 off at... Or we won't. Okay, drop 1 off at Walker. Or not. Oh no, I did remember. Pearls. Northwestern Susa. How do you feel about ivory? You could probably take a bit more. In that case, get on the dray. Or not. Actually, that's fine. Well, it's funny that the horse... I thought the horse required a caravanserai. Like Carnelian, it keeps on giving. We'll call it a famine relief. There's a famine for Carnelian, and I'm amazed at how much is going on. I mean, I'm at half speed here, and everything is just happening now. I can't be doing with it. There, Northwestern. Leave me alone. All right, I'll purchase jewelry making. We've still got 6,000 odd. That's a good sign, despite these constant expenditures and people bothering me for stuff. And then head down to Eridu. I always used to call it Urdu. Well, there we go. Oh, couldn't you just pretend? Right, where's missing? Eastern Walker, that's fine, that's fine. I think that's fine. Let's try that again. There we go, everybody's happy now. Pick up Northeastern Susa. No, it goes to Northwestern Susa. What it would be also nice while I'm still offering quality of life suggestions to people to whom game developers to whom the whole business is probably an embarrassment to them now. Just to be able to select the market rather than having to select it from a list. That would be lovely. Somebody put that in the wish list for Trade Empires 2. Put a caravanserai in there just for good measure. And then let's see if somebody can do some price gouging. Ooh, Sennacherib, I've heard of him. Right, while I was doing all of that, I'll forget about these ziggurats for the time being. But only for the time being, because there is a lot of silver and pearl to sell. So silver we've got up here, pearls we've got down here, and then somewhere in the middle we will meet. Is there any more silver, or is that it? There's actually quite a bit. What's the best way of going about this? Let me find out a smelter, because there's a smelter. So you need two silver ore to make 1 silver ingot. You then need 2 silver ingots and 2 pearls, I believe. No, 1 silver ingot and 1 pearl to make a ring. That jeweller is both in the right place and in the wrong place. Well, I guess he's in a better place than this chap. Although he does have a smelter next to him. But that means lugging an awful lot of silver. Like an awful lot of silver. I suppose we could make that one person's rather thankless job. Yeah, I can do that. It's not what I'd like to do. Ideally, I'd like to put the smelter right next to the mine. And then what I've done previously is basically have a smelter next to the mine who then continually produces ingots. Somebody picks up the ingots, brings them down to Susa. Somebody brings some pearls up to Susa. The chap who brings the pearls then collects the rings and drops them off wherever. I guess I'll have to do it differently this time, because that's life. So let's have... Yeah, a trading post there at Fealaka. A very expensive road, or the best road that we can get to go up to the mountains. This looks very inefficient. I don't like carrying ores, usually because it's like half as efficient as doing something else. Like, if I could smelt it, I could take twice as much ore in that single... I could take 4 ingots in one go rather than 4 ores or 2 ingots. To that end... Like I say, it could just be somebody's thankless task to just take the ores over, but I do feel it's a little bit wasteful. But if I was going to do that, I may as well have a thing at Susa. I might regret it, but I'm going to do it. Fealaka is going to be where everything happens. So we'll have a new merchant. My god, that's expensive. But definitely want the chap who's got animal husbandry, because he's going to be doing a lot of back and forth. Believe me. Shame we can't do something with the Carnelian there as well. And the wood. Eastern Umma is like a powerhouse. Right, is that the most efficient route? That's probably pretty efficient. It just goes in a pretty much a straight line until you get to this point. I'm reasonably happy with that. Don't forget to put a caravanserai in. I was going to forget again. So we'll have silver. Eastern Umma on the dray, take as much silver as you can, and then head down to Fealaka. Or not. Because again, I've forgotten the blooming caravanserai. Caravanserai. Caravanserai? You say caravanserai, I say caravanserai. And I've forgotten my alphabet. There it is, Fealaka. Right, where's the chap that does animal husbandry? Off you go. You might even need a friend to just keep up with supply. And then we have silver ring. Not to be confused with the gold rings that are coming later. Spoiler alert. If somebody's watching that, it's just like, and I was looking forward to that. I was going to discuss it at the water cooler at work. Leave with 4. You'll drop 1 off at Susa. One off at northwestern Susa. One at Walker, one at Eridu, and that still leaves a palace untouched. It'd be nice if you could pick up some silver along the way, but the game's just not allowing it. They've consciously done it. The pearls are here, the silver's here. They're just doing it to make my life miserable. Price gouging, please. Because by the time you get 4 rings together, it's going to be... the prices are going to be very expensive. I also noticed while I was in Walker, the price of ivory there is pretty high. Gersu supply, that probably shouldn't be a profitable route. What route are you on, and can it be made better? Yes, it can. Susa, Eshuna, Teljoka. And before you go back to southern Talubaid, you could probably stand to go to northwestern Susa. There's northwestern Susa, go to regular Susa, then go to Eshuna. Everybody on the dray, take a bit more ivory. More ivory for everyone. Gosh, I'm so amoral. Not immoral, just amoral. And that's alright. Let's go to Susa, leave Susa with 2. Go to Teljoka, It shouldn't. There we go. Right, there's demand for all sorts there. Like Carnelian. Come, Carnelian. You come and go. That's quite enough of that. Gilgamesh, I knew you had it in you. You can create some demand while you're at it. Because I've got a feeling that there's people over here that just... This place that just isn't growing fast enough. Look at that, they love it there. And yes, it's still only a 4. So people at Eastern Umma go to there with 4 Carnelian. You're not too fussed on Carnelian at the palace. So go straight to Walker. I mean, they are fussed. They're just not fussed enough. And Eridu. And, oh, I don't know. Probably northwestern Susa, but I don't want to push my luck. Having said that. Yeah, northwestern Susa, dump it all, and then go back to Eastern Umma. I don't know what I was typing there. Carbnet. Ooh. Carnelian 2. See if we can't get a price gouger on the go. No. We'll pretend it's the food stuff. Yeah, he's just waiting for rings. And this chap is just going backwards and forwards for all the silver. I regret it instantly. So we'll get 2 people on the silver route. It's so inefficient. I'm sad now. Because I'd quite like to have another ring route that goes to Assyria. It drops off a ring there, a ring there, a ring there, and wherever the palace is. I can't see it. Oh, over there. Ooh. Eastern Gersu tools again. I'll say it's a famine relief. Unless... well, there's plenty of silver here. I am making quite a bit of money. Shurapak Gersu. I don't think that's the military route, so you can have animal husbandry. Let's turn the silver mines back on. What I'm thinking is, I could do it properly here and have... market here and a smelter here. And I have a road that connects it to everywhere. Don't forget we've got the palace up here. Oh, incidentally, I hope you enjoyed the music I put on the last video. It actually sounds better to watch afterwards than it does when you're playing the game, because at the moment there's just a bit of Mari. There's just a bit of awkward silence. There's no music to fill the gap. Unless I keep on switching between regions. Which is always a possibility. Is there a ring maker? Jewellry even. Again, I don't... There's one there. Where's the other one? One there. That's not good enough. So we have silver ring 2. It's all silver. For the cold. So, this starts at fair lacquer. On the dray with 4 pearls. You go to Eastern Telegrave. Leave with 4 rings. And then you do the luxury route. So you go to a shunner. They really want some. Well, they're not having that many. I want to keep demand up. I'm missing one, aren't I? Tell Jocker. Oh, Tell Jocker will take 2. Hold that thought. Oh, sure. Bless you. Don't forget about supplying for Mesopotamia. That's a mug's game. There's no money to be made there. All about chasing luxuries now. If the Assyrians have got lots of money to spend on silver and pearl rings, I will give them silver and pearl rings. Go to a shunner, leave with 2. Go to a shur. Leave with 2. Go to Mari. Leave with 1. And then go to Tel Jokka, where there's got to be a huge demand. There's so much demand for ivory. It's a little bit sad. Oh well. They just can't get enough of that stuff. Right. Ashurnarsipal, who I've not heard of, but I think I've heard of his brother Ashurbanipal. It's one of the last kings of Assyria. Well, emperors of Assyria. It was an empire. Well, off you go. Well, that's going to make some money. What do you feel about ivory? Again, it's the palace. They're not that fussed. I mean, I'll buy some. Yeah, there's room for another ivory route. Is there the supply for it, though? Oh, I think so. So, ivory 3. It's not really a luxury good, it only costs 100. But it's so... You know, you don't have to worry about processing it. I mean, you do in later episodes, you do. And for the time being, just enjoy picking it up for 50, selling it for 200, or near enough. Pick up 5. I mean, Walker's still taking some, so I may as well. All good stuff. Those Carnelian roots, they're just paying dividends. Drop 1 off there, head off to Assyria. But it's not the most efficient thing. It's probably more efficient for it to do a shorter route, but just because the demand's there for it. In fact, they'd be as well off just going straight to Tel Jokka, just dumping the ivory. But I would also like to drop one off at Ashur. Where's he going? Oh, he's just passing through. I wonder if this route truly efficient. We could pick up something like silver rings here. Well, we couldn't because we need the... But he could theoretically pick up some silver. An interesting source of noise. Go to... After you've gone to Ashur, go to Eastern Tel Agrab. No, because then you've got to go all the way down to the side of Mesopotamia. Go to Failaka, drop it off, and then come back up to Tel Abyad. That's not worth it. Forget it. Right, who knows how to price gouge? Because my word, we've got some gouging to do. There's probably more ivory I could ship. I mean, these people wouldn't say no to a bit more ivory. Oh, tin ore. That means bronze is coming on its way. Oh, this is not good. This is not good news. Well, it's mediocre news. That means I've got to do some replanning. I built that there in case I eventually want to expand Nippur. I don't think it's going to happen. In fact, I could have just expanded it itself there. Oh, I wasn't thinking. Just to bring this palace in. It'll take some rings. What's the demand for rings like there? There's plenty of demand for rings. Yes, I will take that. I don't like how profitable that Eastern goes through. Copper ingots has been removed from the game. Adjust your trade routes. So here's the thing. Pause that game. Copper arrows have been removed from the game. Adjust trade routes. A new commodity. Bronze arrows is demanded by the following structures: barracks, dwellings, palace, stable. Copper ingots have been removed from the game. Adjust trade routes. So that means arrows 1 and arrows 2 are now useless. What the game also does, but doesn't tell you, is it's now taken Gilgamesh and Naramsin off of their respective routes. No word of it. They could just be sort of hanging around for ages before you pick it up. So what we've got to do now, we've got to readjust. So from here, they've got to now pick up bronze. I hope there's some tin nearby. Yes, there is. That's not too much of a hardship. So all we'll just do now is just upgrade that. So we've got southeast into the shack. Put a road in. Like every once in a while. Weird, I don't know why I couldn't build that there. This game will just throw a curveball in like that. And I guess this is a tutorial mission. Fundamentally, it's teaching you about regions, and it's teaching you about, I guess, changes in commodities. So arrows now has to start at southeastern Ashak. Pick up 14 ore, go to eastern Ashak. There's no way to just like add a market beforehand, I don't think. Yeah, because add market 7 just adds it to the end, and that's no good. Leave with bronze because they already produce all the copper that you need, and tin only needs 1 per ingot, so that should work. go back to Mesopotamia. So we go to northern Umma. Come back with 4 bronze arrows. Got my emphasis wrong there. And then the standard. This is a pain. I was trying to think of a way so I didn't have to go through all these markets again. Leave Nepal with 3. Leave Shurapak with 2. Well, that's not right. Nepal. Shurapak. Southwestern Gursu. And Eastern Gursu. That's not where the E's are. That's not right. Shurapak, Southwestern Gursu. Why is Shurapak there again? Save. Then we'll have open arrows 2. No, open arrows 1. Save it as arrows 3. That should hopefully create 2 of that, and then we just alter arrows 3, so rather than going to Southwestern Gursu, because they just don't deserve that many arrows, go to Nepal, go to Shurapak, go to Eastern Gursu. Phew! And then we've got Gilgamesh. Go on arrows. And the other chap, Naramsin, go on arrows 3. I don't know what happened to arrows 2. Did I delete it? No, it's still there. I mean, it's not now. There is so many palaces. Regular Gursu, we found it. Right, there's a demand building there for rings. A demand building there for rings. And there's just some rings hanging around there. Yes, because bronze swords are not a bad money spinner, particularly if you've got a chap who does as kickbacks, as we do. So they're accepted by bronze swords are accepted a lot by palaces, and there are a lot of palaces. It feels like it anyway. There's 2 there, and 1 in Syria. There's no demand for swords from ziggurats and palaces and temples, unfortunately. Useless people. But what we can do there's actually lots of rings to just sort of go around, so I wonder if we can just have another merchant on No. This is a trick one. Barracks are pretty much useless. Sure, they occasionally want some bronze swords, but other than that, they're basically like a dwelling you can place yourself. I'm not paying 2,000 for the technology, and you have to pay to put the barracks down yourself. Later when I've played the game. What's that going on there? Commerce, I hope. What route are you on? Yeah, selling ivory. Right, who's on rings 1? Silver ring 1. That's silver ring 2. I can't read or count, or possibly a mixture of both. His route would be a lot easier if I did that for him. So silver ring. Might turn you around so you make it take the more efficient route. Yes, it will. Good. So what I'm thinking is there's going to be demand for rings all over the place. So we have silver ring 2. We shall start at Eastern Umma. Pick up a whole bunch of silver. Actually, that silver mine's getting a bit ahead of itself. So go to Feilaka. What? Goes to the Euphrates. Huh. That's funny. It's nowhere near the river. So silver ring 3, go to start at the Euphrates. There's a lot of places that begin with E, I'm just starting to notice. Then go to Feilaka, drop everything off. Pick up 4 rings. And we'll try to go to the places that have... I'm thinking going to the palaces. So there's Girsu and Southern Nippur. I think. Where does Silver Ring 1 go? Feilaka, Susa, Northeastern Susa, Walker and Eridu. So they do all the ziggurats and the temples. This chap can do the 2 palaces and probably dump the rest in Tel Joka. And Mari. Yes. Girsu, drop off 1, go to Tel Joka, drop off 2, and all the ivory. My god, look at that place. And go to Mari. I don't think you'll need marketeering, but you may as well. So much ivory. They want 9 of the stuff. Just can't compete with that. Who's on ivory? Ivory 3, isn't it? We can definitely have another couple of people on that route. Shame there's no price gouges, but I'm sure you'll learn it. You'll learn it fast enough. Lovely. Well, it's not lovely. They're trading in ivory, but it's lovely that I got the route set up in a fairly swift and an orderly manner. So we'll leave the game running for a bit. I hope the money comes rolling in pretty soon, because I've got all these routes set up, but most of the money's gone on buying merchants. There's just some rings just lying around down here. Well, that was quick. Well, it's somebody different, but... Right, what could I do? I think I'm supplying everybody with everything, more or less. What's life like in Instant Gersu? Steady. Very steady. I can always take some more bronze arrows. And what's Cambyses doing? It's tempting to sell obsidian tools. I'm not interested. We've got enough, thanks. That was fast. Oh, he has got price gouging. Ishbi Error. Let's have a look at him. Ishbi Error. 2,373 has made me so far. It is 2372. The scenario ends in 72 years. I knew there was something different. It said, if you remember, on the introductory screen, it ended in 2310. It says there it ends in 2300. Eastern Gersu Tools, once again, is proving to be a money spinner to everybody apart from the chap who's buying them there and selling them on. Which I believe is this chap, who I can't select, like, at all. Because apparently everything else takes precedence. Samuel Schooner. Yeah, in fact, after all that, he's made a slight loss because he keeps on buying them at an extortionate price from Eastern Gersu. Silver ring 2. The money's rolling in. They've got 11,000 now. I've got a feeling at this point I could pretty much sit back, I think. Somebody else who's on the silver ring route. It's him again. Shalmaneser isn't doing anything but putting my carpenters out of business. Well, I say that, but they look fairly profitable. What are you doing? Trying to buy barley. What else are you trying to do, Sargon? It's Empire Builder, Merchant, MEP candidate for the southwest of England. That's a niche. That's a niche reference. Gold. You only get gold from, I believe it says Zagros has gold, and Afghanistan has a lot of gold. Look at that. Gold smelting? Yes, please. Just waiting here for the advances to come in. I think this is the last commodity to enter the game. It's golden lapis? Lapi? Yeah, that. This. Golden lapis rings. I've only seen it written down. I've never heard it spoken. And that's demanded by everybody, much like silver rings, apart from they're more valuable. Price gouging on ivory, yes please. If you're going to buy ivory, you've got to pay a high price for it. How is that for a compromise? Like a moral compromise. Not great, is it? So where's the best place? I'm trying to look for somewhere between 2 gold mines and a lapis mine. But such a place doesn't exist. Okay. Yeah, bearing in mind that there's local demand here. There are 2 temples and a palace. Shorter guy. I've even got wheeled vehicles to take them on as well. Was that 2,500? My word, that was expensive. Bearing in mind that Caravanserai was like 150. Yeah, the difficulty in Afghanistan is getting out of the place. But, something topical reference. It's... It has to be something like that. Then you go to Zagros, and you've got to go all the way through Zagros to get to either Assyria or Mesopotamia. Like Zagros is like the crossroads, you can go to all of them. If you feel so inclined, I could also go down to the Indus Valley and sell some ivory too. Ivory is a real money spinner. Make sure you say it only sells for 200. Buy it for 50. Gold brings stuff about 2,000, I think. But the price of all the ingredients, prerequisite parts, I think I did better with ingredients. Probably means that the profit margins aren't as great, and also the demand doesn't rise as highly. I don't know why the game did that to me then. I wonder if it charged me. Right, there's a route to Assyria. There's a route to Mesopotamia, which looks very dangerous. It's not a route I'd like to go on. And they've got a signpost there. Mesopotamia that way, Assyria that way. Oh, it's dreadful music. And we'll be hearing a lot of it. Gilgamesh has made some more money. The other chap's not doing so well, is he? So I will put a smelter here. And a jeweler. Believe me, it's going to be worth it. And then new route. Meso gold rings. So it starts at shorter guy. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient way of doing it. It might be better to have, might have been better to have the actual production of the rings in Zagros, and then somebody bringing the lapis over. And because the gold in Zagros. So you could do the gold smelting there, bring the lapis over. Lapis? And actually, from Zagros, go which way. But I've made my bed, so I may as well lie in it. And go on a wheeled rig, because my god, we're going to need that speed. Pick up all of the gold rings. Go to Mesopotamia. Ah, I see. And I've got to abandon it because there's no other market for it to go to. So from Zagros, go directly to this route here. One of the things I don't like about this game is that the map gets pretty ugly by the end of the game. There's just roads everywhere. It's even worse when there's AI in there because they just plough straight through everything. Silver rings. So we need to go back to Afghanistan. Start this route again. Or not. We're going to look at Sargon. I don't know why. This advance permits you to build granaries, which increase the demand for barley in the market where they are built. Why? Oh, an event. Sargon's Akkadians attack Uruk, distant war, so has augmented all of its demands. Where's at war? Mesopotamia. It's applying a distant war. Ooh, that sounds very profitable, actually. I think. I'm not quite sure what it means by augmented all of its demands. Is that, I guess that's an increase. Right? On the wheeled rate, 4 gold. I'll knock the microphone over. In sheer excitement. Meso gold ring. Or is it Meso gold ting? Good grief. Let's hope that doesn't go on the internet. Carnelian 2 is making lots of money. So we've got a shorter guy. Go to northwestern Susa. Yes. Leave with 3. Go to regular Susa. Leave with 2. I'll go to Mesopotamia. Then there's Gersu and Nippur. But what I might do is go to Walker and Eridu. Yes. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. Eridu. And I think that covers all of the temples and ziggurats. Leaving the 2 palaces elsewhere. So we'll call that Meso Gold Ring Temple. Well, somebody is willing to travel a long way. Or at least if you're pioneering, I guess you'll get there quicker on your donkey. Arrows 3. Oh, Naramsim's finally got something. Meso Gold Ring Temple. Off you go. Oh, if we go to Assyria, there are 2 ziggurats and 2 temples, so we can do something similar with Assyrian temples, and then we'll do a palace run. And that should get gold rings to everybody. Gold ring temple. So again, start at shorter guy. Pick up 4, go to... Yes, but before you do, I'm going to link up that, otherwise I'll go to Mesopotamia, then come up to Ishuna. Somebody remind me before that happens. Ashur is a ziggurat, I think. Yes. What is a ziggurat? It's an ancient religious and government centre requiring a variety of commodities. In case you were wondering, because I certainly was. And then drop off 2 at Tel Jokka, and I think that'll work. Shame we can't use the return journey to take something to somewhere. I'll build a road up to the Zagros Pass, and the Zagros Pass does have all the way across. Yes, connects up to Assyria. We'll get a new merchant on the job. Berna Buriash. You're on the Ass Gold Ring Temple. And then we have a new route. Isn't this fun? I'm having a great time. To be honest, I thought we'd be done by now, but it looks like it might go into a video 3 if I'm not careful. Meso, Ass, Gold, Ring, Palace. I mean, without context, that looks like nonsense, doesn't it? And you will also go to Shorter Guy. Get a wheeled tray, pick up 4. Go to Mesopotamia. Go to Gersu. Go to the other place. Southern Nippo. Ooh, price gouging, please. They demand so much stuff. 2, go to Assyria. Ah, there's only 1 temple. This changes everything. Oh well. It seems a bit of a shame to go all that way. I wonder if Tel Jokka could find it in themselves. Yes, they could. Yes, they could. Tel Jokka is just gagging for everything. It just wants it all. That animal husbandry is not a bad trait for such a long journey. Off you go. Meso Ass Gold Ring Palace. Right, I'm also curious of the fact that there are 3 places that take bronze swords. And they pay a good price for them. So I go back to Assyria. What's that tin mine like? It's not busy. You aren't producing copper. Good. I was worried there for a second. Akkadian Empire established. Preparations for a visit by foreign dignitary for a very lucrative luxuries market in Eastern Gersu. Now just you watch as Eastern Gersu doesn't do any luxuries at all. It's just full of plebs. And who really want furniture. And linen cloth and like everything. What happened to the furniture? I feel like Eastern Gersu ought to get upgraded to a bazaar. Simply because of the size of the place. Look at that. I mean, for all the good it did. I've got all these lucrative markets going on, but what I'm concerned about now is the people of... Well, there's the Tigris. There's Euphrates. That doesn't seem right somehow. That's not how you spell a wood. It's not a typo, it's not a misspelling, it's a typo. So what I want is this, whoever does this rather paltry route, to go to northeastern Umma in a wheeled tray, pick up a whole bunch of wood, drop that wood off at Nippur, then go to the Tigris, pick up a whole bunch of flax, and then go back to wherever. No, you need to go to Eastern Gersu. I'm forgetting about my base. Now I was looking at something a bit more lucrative. So in Assyria... Yeah, it looks like they're moving out. Yeah, then the reason they're not producing more is they need more tin. So we'll get somebody on a sword route. So it starts at southeastern Ashak. Or Akshak. Dump it there. Go back to southeastern Akshak. And pick up 2 more. Then go back to eastern Akshak. Pick up... Where's the nearest bronze smith? Miles away. Silver Ring 2 is making all of the money. Have some marketeering. One that's the other side of the map, and one that's a little bit further than that. I need to double check on something. Yeah, it takes 2 ingots to make a sword. I don't want to particularly do it in Eastern Akshak as well, because that'll get confused with the arrow production. No, save where I've got to. I built a little trading post by the river with my own bronze smith. You go to southern Akshak. Wait, no you won't. Now we'll go to Southern Axe Shack. That's not the right list. Oh, I'm doing badly at this. Go back to Eastern Axe Shack. Pick up 2, go back to Southern Axe Shack. Pick up 3. We'll then go to... Mari. Gersu and the other one. Southern Nepal. Good. Let's hope this doesn't break everything. We'll get Ezahadon on with military kickbacks, because these are actually military weapons. I've got so many routes now I can't think what to do. There's a sword route. Did I dream building that? No, I'm looking at the wrong river. So I want you to be always on. You're always on. I'm hoping this works. In fact, let's have a little watch to see if it does. I don't think there's anything else to do. Apart from perhaps to check on Eastern Gersu. I'm worried about that place. Price gouging, please. Well, I'm worried about it, but I also said they want so much furniture. Is there a means of getting it directly from Southern Tub Tub? Yeah, it's got loads of the stuff. It's just sitting there. Syrian furniture. It goes straight to Eastern Gersu. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. But do collect however much it costs. And it is a famine. It's a famine of furniture. You'll notice that I'm down to my last 2 merchants now. I've got to be careful. I don't know what's happened, but where's the other chap? Esarhaddon. Oh, don't shut down. There's going to be a lot more tin coming where you're going. Whatever that means. Shurupak Gersu seems very profitable. Great. I don't know what's happened with Eastern Gersu. The price of furniture is... It's like the price of ivory. He's trying to... That's why he's making so much money. Well, watch this. Oh, I enjoyed that a bit too much. That was 1,000 he made in that one thing. It's not enough. People still want more furniture. Where's he going? He's going to Southwestern Gersu? No, Eastern Gersu. That's where all the money's to be made. Nice. Go faster. Nice. Go faster. Look, I knew this would happen. I don't know why you were shut down. There's so much demand for tin. While I'm waiting, I may as well go through all of these old routes and make sure they're all using wheeled drays. Gonna hear that ping sound quite a lot. Yep, Syrian furniture. Yep. Carnelian. I wonder if I can't just double that. What's the going rate? Intel Jocker. Not really, actually. Silver Ring 3, there's money coming in. Carnelian 2, may as well make that wheeled tray. We're on the C's, now moving on to the D's. The E's, Eastern Gersu Tools, wheeled tray please. Flaxwood, furniture supply. We need to get that furniture in as fast as possible. Gersu supply. The silver ring routes. This was probably more profitable than the gold ones because it's taking so long to go to the other side of the map to pick up from shorter going. There's probably something gone horribly wrong that I haven't noticed yet. So, give me a chance. Leave me alone. I know you're all being very successful. I don't know if I explained it at some point or other, but when your merchants make a certain amount of money, they get promotion. I don't know quite what that amount. Ooh, a Meso Goldring Temple. I want you to move faster. Do that route more often. I don't know exactly what the. It's okay. Okay, all right. Price gouging, naturally. Silver ring. Oh, that's at speed 1 as well. I'm not speeding the game up to get all those things in. Probably missed one there. Ivory, nickel, Eastern Gersu, sugar pack, and silver. Silver ring. Silver ring 2. Silver ring 3. And I think sword already has wheeled tray. I'll check just to make sure. It's also weird that the routes all end at S. That's quite early on in the alphabet. Meso Goldring Temples made some money. I'd be inclined, because there's so much demand for gold rings and the journey's so far away. I don't know why I looked there. To get another merchant on all of these? But there's only one left, so you can do the Meso Gold Ring Temple route. Probably all backed up in shorter guy. They're not actually. In fact, the golden lapis jewellery is just piling up. If I had some sense and any merchants left, I'd have one just do the local ones. There's 2 temples there that would quite like them, but there's none left. They've all gone. No more merchants. That's such a frustrating barrier to the game. So now I've got to potentially look at They're not making much money. Where's not making much money? And can they be reassigned? Well, this chap's going to take an age to make some money, but I've already spent the infrastructure setting this up. He will make money, I just don't know when. He's got 37 years to make some money. Where else is not a particularly profitable route? Ivory 3? That's not profitable. But again, he's probably not got to the his destination yet. He just bought the ring. Is that the chap I've just bought? Or paid for, or hired, or something? I don't want to have that flax wood route, but I've got a feeling if I didn't, the people at Eastern Gersu wouldn't like me. Assyrian furniture? Perhaps that's a bit of overkill, but it's fairly profitable. Ivory 3, that's very profitable. Carnelian... 15,000 this chap's made me. There's two people on the silver route. I could perhaps redirect one, but again, I don't want to. Xerxes has just been there the whole game, just making me some money. Or most of the game, anyway. Let's follow Etana. Where's he going? Because I'm aware that one of the most satisfying bits of this game is when Mezzo asks Goldring Palace. So we're going all the way to Gersu. Is when they come into a market that has got a huge demand, like here. Where you just turn up and just swish, money just flows in. And it's a shame he's not like carrying all four and then dropping off all four at this place. I mean, maybe the distances I'm travelling, it's just I'm thinking too broadly. Nice. Where is he? Come on, Etana, give him the goods. The Akkadian Empire has been established and everyone's got back to normal now. Price gouging, please. What's it like in Eastern Gersu? There's still a huge demand for furniture, but it's not quite as daft as it was. We've lost about a third of the population, though, in the great furniture famine of 2340, or something like that. What's he doing? Just passing through. Come on, Etana, make me happy. What's Xerxes doing? He's going to Walker, he's going to Etana. Oof. That's nice. Fairly confident I've made the Merchant Prince grade now. We've got 78,000 in the bank and you need about 100,000. So take into account all the merchants that I've got, all the production buildings that I've got, all of their profits. Oh yeah. Merchant Prince and then some. Where's he going now? Oh yeah, he's got to go up to Assyria, hasn't he? He's making a profit at least. Now what's it like in Eastern Gersu? The price of obsidian's gone through the roof again. These people just can't catch a break. It's unfortunate. Why is it? Why are we struggling with tools? We've got 2 people. Well, 3 people on the job. And the Ramson's doing a great job with the arrows. Oh, that's the point. I want to check on... What's his name? It's on the sword route. Turn those off. I mean, it's not likely to happen. He's being held back by how slow this copper mining is. And if I'd have thought it through, I should have perhaps gone to somewhere else. I am not going over there to get to the coffee mine. Although I could have gone all the way over there with my tin. And then there's a swordsmith over here, or something like that. Well, I swear to God, this chap is going to make me some money by the end of the game. Oh, Gilgamesh just jumped the queue. Well, he's making more money, I guess. Famine relief. There's a famine for gold rings. That's a horrible trait, isn't it? Famine relief. Oh, you want some food? Let me gouge your price for that. If you've got famine relief and price gouging as a merchant, you're a bad man. This is Copper Watch 2020. All the money's being made somewhere else. I feel like I'm watching this person desperately trying to make some money, and all the money's being made by all these other merchants doing all these other routes that are probably quite satisfying to watch. There's a Tana. Price gouging, please. He's got to go all the way back to Shorter Guy. It's a long trek. I wonder what the price of wood is like there. It's not too bad. Shalmaneser is making far too much money. Far more money than the furniture merchant should be making. I am curious how this is going to go about now. I think Gilgamesh and the other chap have nicked this guy's bronze ingots. So he's got to wait for them to come round. Come on, Esarhaddon, you've got this. Yes, and now you've got to try and leave with 2 bronze ingots after the Ramsin has stolen one of yours. Well, not stolen, but you know what I mean. Jumped the queue. I've still got 27 years left of this. I think, either 27 or 17. But I think I've got this fairly wrapped up. But I want this guy to make me some... I want this guy to do alright. Oh, he's got one. Come on, produce this copper faster. Faster, let's go. I will pay you a large sum of money to get the copper mines, upgrade them or something. Is this time Esarhaddon's time? Yes! Okay, he's currently making a loss of 1,000. That's probably going to get worse as he buys the bronze swords. $2,184. He's got to go to Mari. The Mezzo Gold Ring Temple route is doing its thing. Price gouging, please. What's the best route? I'd be tempted to build a direct line to Mari. Carnelian, always a favourite. Bear in mind, I set the Carnelian routes up right at the beginning of the game, and they're still making me a load of money. So I've had quite enough of it in Tel Jokka now. They're not huge fans. I don't want bronze swords because, you know, the temples. But people on Mari, oh, they want some bronze swords. They've been waiting an age for them. 1,140. Plus a military kickback. So what I think it does is it sells the one and then sells another one at the base price. I don't know, I tried to calculate it once, but it's a little confusing. Okay, you're not supposed to be making a profit. You're just a supply route. So what that means is he's making a lot of money from my smelter. Ooh, Mezzo Gold Ring Temple again. Good route. Sound route. Wow! If he carries on like that, he'll have paid for himself in no time. So what was that? That was 1153. Plus, I think another 648. I think. If I was to guess. Well, see how he gets on at Gersu. But this isn't a bad route. I wouldn't mind putting somebody else on it. The trouble is, it's very bronze intensive. If I was to have my time again, and, you know, I always could do because it's a scenario that I can replay. A phrase like that, if I have my time again, usually is referring to life, but oh, well, looks prosperous, just seeing all these merchants zipping across the landscape. And then he goes into the ether, and comes out of the ether. That's Mezzo Gold Ring Temple again. Always a good route, always a good route. Well, what's the price in Gersu? Expensive. That didn't seem so profitable that time. I don't know, maybe it was just me. But then at Southern Nepal, they 1303. Price counting, please. See, these gold rings, everybody loves them. If I had the merchants, I'd flood everybody to Shortagai. Everybody. In fact, I could probably do that now. Just abandon all of these settlements and just be like, everybody pick up gold rings. Whew. Hey, I feel vindicated now. Price gouging. That's going to be so much more profitable. I wouldn't mind having somebody on a tin route, but it's just not worth it. What are you waiting for? Go. Don't wait. There's money to be made. Oh yeah, these little buttons here determine whether it should be always on, always off, or only run at a profit, like an independent trader. Well, what that means is that you look at the price of what's being produced and the price of the cost of the materials. There's that Ask Gold Ring Temple. So as long as furniture sells for more than 64.70, or the price of wood is less than 43, that'll work. Otherwise, it'll turn itself off, and the flag will go down like that. Same happens with raw materials. If the price of a raw material drops to half the base price, it just shuts down. Like this tin mine, who doesn't realise the amount of demand that's going to come its way again. Right, we've gone fully the other direction now. There's now way too much furniture. But the people of Eastern Gersu deserve a break somewhere. There's now a glut of obsidian tools as well. The only thing there isn't a glut of is bronze arrows. I don't know why not. But when everything's normalised a little bit, I think we should take the chap that's on... Yeah, Hezekiah can perhaps go on an Afghanistani adventure. I'll even get the route set up for him. One palace, 2 temples. I think I saw that video back in the day. And I don't know what that noise means. Hope it doesn't mean I've stopped recording. A false alarm. It was a WhatsApp message. Oh, you probably couldn't hear that sound because I've only got the sound recording on for the game and not the external thing. But I've got WhatsApp set up on my desktop, and I didn't recognise the noise for what that was. So I was worried for a second that it was like the game telling me that, my PC telling me that I'm running out of storage for, I don't know, the voice recorder or the game recorder or something like that, and I'd end up just talking to myself. Temple, palace. Good stuff. Doing this because there's probably a glut of rings just stored up here. It's not as bad as I thought it was. But we'll have new route, Afghan ring. The chap's going to turn up a shorter guy on a horse. And go to Western Bactria. Southern Chiropolis. And Eastern Shorter Guy. And you, rather than doing Assyrian furniture, you can go on Afghan ring. Off you go. I mean, what I could do, just for a sense of completeness. Once he's done those 3, he could always nip down to Zagros, head to the Indus Valley, and drop off. Drop one off at the palace here. Oh no, there's a direct route there. At Judir Jodaro. God, I'm glad I didn't start in the Indus Valley. Put that route in there, because in the time it takes me to make that journey, it'll build up some demand. Because I am a little bit worried that, like, he'll supply the rings to these local suppliers, and because it's so close to the point of production, he'll get through them, and they won't be able to sell them for the price levels that I demand for gold rings. So go back to Afghan ring. Do it on a wheeled dray. Take up. Oh, now what? What's wrong with that? Ah, of course. I don't think you can put a second caravanserai in, can you? No, so you gotta be careful where you put your caravanserais. That's just good life advice. I've got Afghan rings. Now we'll get wheeled dray. One there. One there. One there. Leave this short guy with one, and then take a quick trip down to Jodaro. I think I got that. And the chap that's just started on it can start on it again. Stopped at road sign. Oh, that's a road sign, is it? Well, you can re-embark on it because it resets the route. Otherwise, you'll do the whole route, and then when it goes to start at the beginning, then the route starts again. What's life like in Eastern Gursu? It's great to be alive. Where's he going? I could have sworn he went up to Assyria just then. Let's price the bronze arrows. There's money to be made there. But I can't make any money because I've not got any merchants left. There's a lot of obsidian tools there. It's obsidian. Or obscene is what I was trying to go for. I was trying to do a funny. Well, I guess they just sort of wait now. Well, there's that for the first part, for like first 3/4 of the game, I was getting up to 100,000, and now I've almost reached 200,000 without really noticing. That's nice. Why don't you buy the barley that's just there and then? It's like, I'm kind of starving, but I can see there's 3 left, so I'm just going to wait a while. Right, the chap who's doing the tool supply ought to be doing a fairly good job now, because he can pick up tools cheaply from Eastern Gursu and then take them to the other cities where they've got quite a price on them. Well, apart from this place, which just refuses to grow. I don't know why. It's like stuck on 4. It's got everything it needs. It's got, I guess linen's a bit expensive. Ashurbanipal's just passing through. He's on the ring route, so just let him do what he wants. Mezzo Gold Ring Palace has made some more money. Etana has got his 4th promotion. This is a reasonably new route. How much money has he made? $14,000, $11,000, $27,600. It's probably worth taking these people that are on... Ooh. Price gouging, please. Like Carnelian route. Profitable though it is, it'd be more profitable if he was doing the silver route. Well, I say that, but look at it. Well, we're looking at Etana, weren't we? 6,846 on a reasonably new route. And he's not even finished doing the selling part of the route yet. En route to Mari, which is a bit of a trek, but needs to be supplied. especially when it pays that much for them. And he has price gouging as well. Oof, 3,000 or thereabouts. Somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000. I kind of lost track of it. Anyway, I think this is about my best performance on this scenario. So I'm glad I filmed it and showed it off for the world. And if I'm not mistaken, that says 202,000. Whew. It's making me giddy. Even flax wood is making a profit. That's good here. I mean, it's not the greatest profit I've ever seen, but hey, it's fulfilling a demand. Did the chap who's on the sword route? Oh, he's managed to do another run. I wonder if he'll get another promotion. He should do. Will he get one before the end of the game? He's got 5 years to sell 2 swords. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a long way to go, and the years tick down pretty quickly. Probably not what you're thinking 1 hour and 40 minutes into this video. I wonder if I'll put it up with like one great big block. You'd be looking at that and thinking, good grief, that's like an evening, that's like a feature film, that is. Come on, show me the money. Oh, that's nice. Go quicker. And he did? What's the price there? He's got another one! I feel so vindicated now in setting up that route. That's 6,900 I wouldn't have got otherwise. My word, do I need the money. Probably don't need marketing for ivory, but I'm going to put it in there. I wish I had some more merchants. There's so many more things I could do with this. There's so much to supply. These people at Susa, they need some furniture, for instance. And Carnelian. Won't somebody think of the Carnelian? There's more gold and lapis jewellery I'd like to bring. I'd like to bring some more gold to the Indus Valley. I'd like to bring some silver to the Indus Valley. Oh, I'd love to do so much. Never mind, we can always dream. Well, save that for Trade Empires 2, whenever it comes out. Linen cloth is reasonably cheap there now. Oh, price gouging, please. And that's about that. He says. Whew. Not only have I beat my previous 2 scores, I've also beat Roland, whoever that is, and the missing link. By Jingo was had a good run. At a score of 279,817, I've earned the title of Merchant Prince. Which makes the missing link, who's only a legendary trader, well, yeah, it's just not even trying. Lovely, that's one for the record books. I'm glad I filmed it, like I say. So I'll have a quick overview of what we've got. Eastern Gersu it's not quite the place it was, but it's rebuilding. Population of 18 now, so I think its high point was 20. Well, obsidian tools is becoming a problem again now. And there's Nippur, which is like the second city, I guess. Or maybe Shurapak is at this point. Yeah, it's 10 versus the 9. Southwestern Gersu, which is a disappointment. And then you've got your ziggurats, your ivory, more ziggurats, pearl industry. Oh, and more ziggurats and Susa, which I imagine this bit's supposed to be the capital. In Assyria, we've got the cash cow / the resource extraction site. Wait, it's quite a bit more developed than I thought it would be. I don't think it's missing any cities. Wait, that'd be nice. Just to have a few more merchants, just to perhaps build a couple of cities in Assyria. Zagros is just somewhere you go through. There's no, I haven't even because I sometimes build like production sites here. Not this time. This is just go through and don't touch anything. And there's Afghanistan, which even that's a little bit. Oh, everybody's waiting for some rings. I don't think he's actually made a profit yet. He just spent his time just waiting for rings. There's a lack of gold. If I had more merchants, I'd solve it, but I don't, so I won't. And then quickly there's the Indus Valley, where we made a slight inroad. And I wouldn't mind connecting up to these temples. It looks like it could be quite valuable. But I believe that's how the game's supposed to be played. And on that rather groovy soundtrack... Actually, no, let's go back to Mesopotamia, because that's where the home is. Go back to HQ, which looks a bit grim, really, considering how... A bit paltry, considering how much money I've made. We should spend some money on upping the HQ. Yeah, so that's that. And you'll join me next time for... Trade Along the Nile. And I will see you then.